guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming back to you with another video review, and this time it's going to be about the Speedy 30 in the Bandouliere version. First, before I start this little review or overview of this particular bag, I would just like to thank everybody who has recently subscribed to my channel and also to my old trusty subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. It really means a lot to me. And I continue to be, charged up with energy. It gives me, really the motivation to continue making these videos, because I do have a feeling that you guys are engaging and that you're watching the videos, and it's basically what it is all about: to share the knowledge, to share some of these items, to talk about them and discuss them. And I like doing this, and I will try to continue to do more and more of these videos as I go forward. So thank you once again. Okay, so let's look quickly into this bag. So this is how it comes with. Mine came with a box, which is of course stored somewhere up there. But typically how I store this bag is the following way. So I keep it in the dust bag, which is a flap top bag, and of course I keep it stuffed, so it keeps this iconic shape. So why the Speedy 30? Speedy 30, I believe, just in my honest opinion, is the perfect shape, because it's kind of bridges between the key pulse, which they start at 45, and when I say 45, it's this dimension on the top for anybody that's not aware. So when I say 30, this is the 30 centimeters that I talk about. This one is kind of bridges the two words, let's call it that way, and it gives, in my opinion, the most versatility. The 25 is nice bag, but I do believe, at least in my honest opinion, is the top opening here on the zip, it just doesn't open wide enough to accommodate a bit bigger items. This one I believe does so, but still remains kind of the iconic proportions of the bag, so meaning it's not too long on this side, in my opinion. And it kind of gives you that practicality that you can get. Additional practicality that you get on the Bandouliere version, obviously, is that you get this D-rings on the side and this piece of leather, which allows you to attach a strap. And I have a strap, which is located inside the bag. I keep it inside the bag not to lose it, along with the little lock that it came with, because obviously this comes with a lock, which you can utilize on the top here. You bring this a bit closer so you can put the lock here and kind of lock the bag off. So if I open this bag now up, this is how it opens. The zippers are very, very smooth on these bags, as always. And a bit of a story on this bag. When I went to pick this bag up, I did a bit of a review, a bit of a searching on the internet and looking at some videos, and there was a lot of discussion about how the zipper meets the end of the bag and the gap that it produces or doesn't produce and whatnot. Seriously, guys, when I was checking this out in my Louis Vuitton store, they had, I think, 4 or 5 bags on stock, and I have checked all 5 of them, and they were very, very kind, of course, to bring all 5 forward, and so I could really look and decide which one I want to pick up. And this one actually was the one that, you see how the zipper kind of ends here, and this is the gap that I'm talking about. It's like sometimes the gap is so pronounced here that you can actually see inside the red lining of the bag. That's not the case on this particular bag, but it was the case on the 3 or 4 other ones, which, by the way, by some coincidence or not coincidence, were all made in France. And this one, the only one, the one that had the gap, not pronounced as much, is actually a bag that was made in Italy. So it says somewhere here, let me just check. So Louis Vuitton, Paris, made in Italy. There it goes. So that's this Bella is from Italia. And actually it's a really, really nice bag. Another thing which I noticed, and I think I discussed this before in some of the other videos, the canvas that is now in use in the newer bags, if I compare to some older bags that I have, is much more subtle. It's just so nice. It's like, I can't really explain it. It's like very, very soft. On one side it kind of, it's almost like it would be, how to say it, like maybe even too delicate. I don't know, because some of them were like kind of much more stiffer. This is not the case with this bag. This bag is very supple, very soft. Okay, back to the bag. Of course, this is the iconic design. I think it doesn't get much more iconic than this. It's this, the Alma, the Keepals, you know, are the bags. And of course, I think the Noé are like some of the most recognizable designs that Louis Vuitton ever did. And this bag, you know, furthermore, is just a really, really nice bag. So you can hand carry this like this. Then you have the over-the-shoulder possibility with the strap. And let me fetch the strap out quickly. So here's the strap. So you can carry it over the shoulder if you so desire, if it becomes heavy. And believe me or not, you know, this bag can carry a lot of stuff. You would be actually surprised that the amount of the, you know, stuff you can carry in this bag is just amazing. Let me take the stuffing here out, guys, quickly. And this is how, you know, I keep a paper in it just to, you know, keep the shape up. So inside is just a big, large hole. And this is what I was talking about, the 25. You see, with a 25 or a smaller Keepal, I'm sorry guys, Speedy, this does not really open that wide. So, you know, putting a larger item inside could be a problem. On the 30, when I was checking this and the 35 and the 25, I think this is a really good, sweet spot, you know, between when it comes to what you can, you know, actually fit inside this bag. But once it's inside, it's absolutely enormous. It's really, really huge. When you open the bag, you get greeted by this really nice red interior. And there is a pocket on the side here, which is leather trimmed. And inside, as I said, I keep my lock with the key, so I don't lose it. Because I found that if I don't keep it here, I misplaced it like I did with my Keepal, and it took me 2 months to find it. Nothing much inside there on the other side, except for a little D-ring. And I'll talk about, you know, what you could put actually on this, and you can do some matchy-matchy tricks with your bag with some other nice Louis Vuitton accessories. So that's about it pretty much on the overview of the bag. As I said, it's a very nice bag. You know, funny enough, this bag came into the collection only this year, and I kind of was dissing this bag, you know, for, I don't know, it was just too common, not dissing, but I found it to be too common. I found it to you know, to see it everywhere. But I believe now I know why. You know, there is a very good reason for this, because this bag has a first of all, it says Louis Vuitton, so if you want to, you know, to have a Louis Vuitton piece, this is a good way to go. Second of all, it's reasonably priced for what it is. You know, it's sub 1,000 euro bag, I believe, or this one with the bandouliere, maybe not so sure. I think it is still below 1,000. So, you know, from the price perspective, it's not super expensive like some of the leather bags. The practicality piece is, as I said, top notch with this bag, and you know, you just can't go wrong. They come in different, obviously, colors. I think you can get it in damier azur. Of course, you can get it also in monogram, but this one is kind of the most subtle one, in my honest opinion, from the canvas pieces. And I also appreciate the brown leather handle, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting, you know, water on it, or it's gonna stain or something like that. So the brown trimming, although maybe not as nice or Louis Vuitton-ish as the Vachetta one, is definitely more safer version on this particular bag. So anyway, let me put the paper back in, or actually, let me bring up the strap just for a quick inspection. So strap is all leather, guys, and what it has, actually, it has the way to set it up. You have two parts like this, which have a couple of holes, so you can extend it and make it longer or make it shorter, depending on, you know, how you want to wear the bag. So if you want to wear it higher up or lower down, of course, depending on how high you are. So this is, you know, you're able to kind of accommodate depending on your body posture. Another thing which is very nice on this strap is the hook, the D-ring, which is, you know, a really sturdy piece of hardware, and with a very nice Louis Vuitton engraving on here, right? So very nice strap you get with this bag, and I think a very nice addition. Some might debate that, you know, it takes away a bit from the purity of this bag, because in order to attach the D-rings, they had to kind of reinforce the structure. At least that's what they are saying, and so that's why they put this leather piece. You're not gonna find this leather piece on the non-bandouliere version, and some of the people might debate that this kind of takes away from the purity of this bag. Might be. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't or does or whatnot, but you know, at the other hand, it gives you that practicality of having the two hands available while you are kind of wearing this bag over the shoulder. All right, and now to some of the accessories of what you can do and how you can utilize the D-ring. One of the things that you can use in this bag, because it doesn't have any organization inside, aside from the little pocket that I just showed you, is definitely a mini pochette accessoire. And here is the one in the same print in damier band, but this one is a bit special because it's the Evasion one. And I have a video on the Evasion pochettes that I have collected this year, which I will link in the description box above, so you can check that out. So this thing is, you know, very nice, because if you want to put some of the items in here, and actually have some of the items here, and I'll show you what's in there very shortly, you can then use the D-ring, which I mentioned inside, to hook that up. So I'm gonna do that right now. Here we go. And then you can, you know, quickly find your pochette inside the bag. So while you accumulate the stuff during the day, you're just able, you know, to quickly go for the chain and then fish that out. And it's a very nice accessory. It's very matchy. So if you like matchy, you can go this way. If you don't like that, then you can get the mini pochette in some other print. There is a damier, so the damier ebene, the damier azul, and of course the monogram one. So this is one of the things that goes very nicely in this bag. Second thing that I have here that I can show you guys is, of course, a clay. So let me attach it for the sake of, I saw people wearing these clays on the side of the bag. I don't know, it's, you know, so they utilize it as an, let's call it as a charm, a back charm. And I think it kind of looks good. And so there it is, there's a clay, and because it is, this particular one is in the same print, it's kind of very subtle. It doesn't pop that much in your eyes, aside if you would put an azure one, or if you would put a monogram one, which would stand up more. But if you want to kind of, if you have a clay like this, and you know, you don't want to splash on a back charm, that's a way to go. So you can, you know, maybe put that and kind of spice up your bag a bit by putting, and also actually you can put, I don't know, maybe a bus card or a bus pass or some kind of a pass in here that you want to access very quickly. So remember, because if you want to get something out of this bag, you need to fish into it. But if you have a clay like that, you can attach it on the side and put some of the, I usually carry a couple of coins in this, and maybe, you know, a garage parking card or something like that, that, you know, is quickly accessible on this side. And the last thing, you know, so I showed you the pochette and I showed you the clay, and now for the last thing I'm going to show you a back charm. So let me attach it before I show it off. I'm going to put it on the other side so the clay doesn't get in the way, and show it off because I think it's really nice, especially on this bag. And it is the Louis Vuitton Evasion charm from the Evasion collection, in, of course, the same print in damier band. This looks really nice on this bag, guys. I think I posted a picture of this setup actually in the on my Instagram channel, so if you're not following me on Instagram, do so, and you might find a couple of other pictures that might come to your interest there. But this charm is really like kind of, if somebody asks me what's the best charm or the nicest charm to put on this bag, I cannot find a more perfect charm at the moment. And when we were in Vienna and this was available at the Louis Vuitton store in Vienna, of course we immediately jumped on it because the bag was already at home, and I said, you know, this is going to be a great addition to this bag. Another thing which I want to mention in relation to this charm is if you are following a very nice lady with the nickname on Instagram Siradong, that's great, and you probably already heard about the great Christmas giveaway that she has on this particular back charm. If not, then I'm gonna link that on the top so we can, you know, follow that link and follow her. She also does very nice video reviews here on YouTube. And you can enter a back charm competition giveaway that she's throwing on her channel, on her Instagram, and be one of the people that might be lucky enough to get one of these charms. And actually it will come with a personification, so you can put your initials on the back. It's going to be stamped by her and her essay, and I think of definitely a competition worth checking out. Alright guys, this has been my review of the Speedy 30 Bandouliere with some of the accessories that I show you with this bag. This is definitely a bag worth checking out. It has a ton of versatility. It's really practical, and I think decently priced. If you want to know anything more about this particular bag, if you have any kind of questions about the accessories that I showed or anything else, do leave a comment and I'll come back to you. Thanks again for watching my videos, and I'll see you soon on another video. Bye for now.